I think speaking is the very work we have done most in our life. We speak here, we speak there, we speak this and we speak that, and many other more. Here in this slide, we are watching three characters and they are speaking about something. Here, mom, what she is saying, Reza, don't go outside, let's bake a cake together. In reply, Reza is saying, but mom, I want to play football now. But Rahul is narrating their speech in his own way. What Rahul saying? Mom ordered Reza not to go outside and proposed that they should bake a cake together. But Reza replied that he wanted to play football. Then, dear learners, I am leaving you in this slide to guess what our class will be today. I think you have started to work in your mind to guess what our class will be today. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, honorable guardians, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are well in this pandemic COVID situation in your own house. I am Gawsia Chowdhury, assistant teacher at G.C High School, Sylhet. Welcome to my class. I am going to present this class for BTS Sylhet Division Online School. Dear learners, I hope you already have guessed what is our today's topic is. Yes, dear learner, our today's topic is narration speech. Narration is a very important part of English grammar and asked in every English exam. So without a further ado, let's get started. I hope this class will be very helpful for you all. First of all, what is narration? Narration is the act of reporting the words of speaker. That is how you representing the way a person has spoke. You can either quote the words as it was spoken by a speaker, or you can change it in your own way. In English grammar, while changing narration, we usually have to change a direct speech to indirect speech. There are two main ways to reporting a speech of a speaker. One is direct speech and another is indirect speech. One is direct speech and another is indirect speech. In direct speech, the actual words of a speaker are quoted as it is, without any change, and the actual speech of the speaker enclosed in inverted commas. On the other hand, in indirect speech, the actual words of a speaker are transformed and they are not enclosed in inverted commas. Let's look at the example of direct speech. She said to me, "I am playing." Here, she said to this portion is a reporting verb, and I am playing. This portion is a reported speech. Now see, this sentence is converted into indirect. She said to me that she was playing. You can see the changes easily. Here the inverted comma is withdrawn and I have put a connector between them. Dear learners, you have seen in the previous slide there are two parts in a direct speech. And to make you clear about this in this slide, let's say he said to me. This part is a reporting verb, and I am well. This part is a reported speech. For example, I have put some examples here. He says I am fine. In this sentence, he says this part is a reporting verb, and I am fine, this part is a reported speech. Like he said, I write a letter. Here he said is reporting verb, and I write a letter, a reported speech. He said a reporting verb, I am reading. This part is a reported speech. I have put a notice about it. Here the sentence outside is called reporting verb, and the sentence in comma and inverted comma is called reported speech. So in this diagram, he said to me, this part is outside the sentence, and this part is called reporting verb, and I am well, this part is enclosed in inverted comma, and this part is called reported speech. Before we begin to know about how to convert direct speech to indirect speech, we should have some pure knowledge of some concepts. There are certain things that you should know very clearly, things you should know. There are three main concepts that you have to know very clearly to understand how to convert direct speech to indirect speech. The first concept is subject and object. What is subject and object? You have to know about subject and object. And the second concept is what is person, first person, second person, and third person. And the third concept is about tense. So, what is subject and object? Here we will understand it with an example. Shihab said to Rani. In this sentence, Shihab is doing the action and Rani is receiving the action. The person who is doing the action is the subject, and a person who is receiving the action is the object. Please keep this in your mind. Let's understand what is person. Before we understand what is person, basically we need to know about some points of view. There are 3 points of view in person in English grammar. Here I put an example for you so that you can understand it easily. Here we can mention him as Shihab, and we can mention her as Rani. Rani and Shihab was present in a place, and Shihab is talking something about Nisha to Rani. Here Ravi is Shihab is speaking, and Nisha Rani is listening, but Nisha is absent here, but they are talking about her here. So in this incident situation, Shihab is the first person, Rani is the second person, and Nisha is the third person. Let's look into tense. Tense denotes time at which the action performed. You can see here tenses are mainly of 3 types: present tense, past tense, and future tense. They are subdivided into 4 subtypes: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfectly continuous. Dear students, we already have gone through the 3 concepts: subject, object, person, first person, second person, third person, and now tense. You should have a basic good knowledge before you go begin to start transferring in direct speech to indirect speech. Change of modal auxiliary verb. If we have a modal auxiliary verb in a speech, then we'll have to change the modal auxiliary while we change the direct speech into indirect speech. Here is a chart, if you can use it as reference. See here, can will convert to could, may will convert to might, shall will convert to should, will convert to would, must will convert to have to, need will convert to needed, and dare will convert to dared. Here is some examples. The girl said, "I will do the same." Here will is a model auxiliary, and it is converted to would. It is converted to would. Mother said to her daughter, "May Allah help you." May is a auxiliary, model auxiliary verb, and it has converted to mother prayed that Allah might help her daughter. Father said to his son, "You must take it." Look, father told his son that he had to take it. Let's understand the steps to convert direct speech to indirect speech. See, here I provide a diagram with 6 steps so that you can understand the process easily and clearly. In the first step, I put here is the identify process. In this step, it is an important step. In this step, you have to identify 5 things: subject, object, reporting verb, first, second, and third person in reported speech, and tense. If the reporting verb is in the past form, then the tense of the reported speech. In second step, you have to change the reporting verb. While changing reporting verb, we will follow the chart here. I provide here. See the chart. Here, the reporting verb varies sentence to sentence. If the sentence is a assertive sentence, it will take told and said as a connector. Here I want to mention the change of the reporting verb only happens if the reporting verb is in the past form. Same as interrogative sentence will take asked, inquired of, wanted to as reporting verb. Imperative sentence will take ordered, requested, advised, forbade, and propose, said, while changing the speech from direct to indirect as reporting verb. Optative sentence is a prayer, and it will take prayed and wished as reporting verb while changing it from direct to indirect. Exclamatory sentence, what about exclamatory sentence? Exclamatory sentence will take exclaimed with joy, exclaimed with sorrow, exclaimed with wonder on the basis of the expression of the sentence as reporting verb. In the third step, we have to withdraw the comma and inverted comma and put a connector so that we can join the two parts of the direct speech. We know the direct speech is divided into two parts. One is reporting verb and another is reported speech. While converting to direct to indirect, we should put a connector between the two parts so that the two parts are joined. Connectors also vary from sentence to sentence. Look at the chart, and you can use it as a reference. I put the connectors as per the sentence here. Assertive will take that. Interrogative sentence will if, whether, and WH question, WH word as connector. Imperative and optative and exclamatory. That three types will take. Imperative will take to and that, and optative and exclamatory, that two types will take that as connector. In fourth step, we have to change the pronoun. That pronoun we identify in the first step, which pronouns are in the reported speech. We have to change it in the fourth step. Here in the chart, let's see how the pronoun, how the person of the pronoun will change. The first person of the reported speech will take will change as subject of the reporting verb. The second person of the reported speech will change as the object of the reporting verb, and third person will not won't change. You can use the acronym SON as SON as you can remember it easily, so that you can remember it easily. SON, it means S for subject, O for object, and N for nothing. Please remember it clearly so that you can change the pronouns easily. What will happen? First person will take subject, and second person will take object, and third person will won't be changed. In fifth stage, change of tense. It will happen if the reporting verb is in the past form, and it will happen if the reported speech is not universal chart or habit. The tense will change as follow the chart. Here, present tense, simple present will convert to simple past. Present continuous will convert to past continuous. Present perfect will convert to past perfect. Present perfect continuous will convert to past perfect continuous. In past tense, simple past will convert to past perfect, and past continuous will convert to past perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous will remain unchanged. If there is a future form like will, shall in a sentence, they will replaced by would or should. Also, we can get can or might in a sentence, model auxiliary verbs in a sentence. It will be replaced if when we transfer or convert a direct speech to indirect. Can or may will be replaced by could or might. Here, last but not the least, the final step, update time-specific words. Most of the times we can get time-specific words like here, tomorrow, today, yesterday, this, now, tonight in our speeches. If we find words like this, then we should replace them. Here we'll replace to there. Tomorrow will convert to the next day, today will convert to that day, yesterday will convert to the previous day, this will convert to that, now will convert to then, and tonight will convert to that night. Dear students, let's go through the 6-step process with examples so that you can understand it practically. Here I am taking a sentence which is in SRE sentence, which is a SRE sentence as example. Here an SRE sentence is a statement and always punctuates with a period. What is our example here? She said to me, "I am happy with you now." Here in the identify steps, we identify that she is the subject, and say me is the object, and say to is the reporting verb, and reported speech part there, past person is I, and you is the second person, and happy is simply present tense. Change of reporting verb portion, we take told as a reporting verb, as it is said to. Here we get this said to as reporting verb. It replaces to told. And in third step, I replace withdraw the comma and inverted comma and put a connector. So what we get? She said to me that. change of pronoun. And in this step, fourth step, we change the pronoun, and I takes the subject of the reporting verb, and you takes the object of the reporting verb. And in this step, I replace to she and you replace to me. Change of tense. Am happy is a simple present tense, and it changed to was happy. Am happy replaced to was happy. Change of time words. We have time words like now, here. It replaced to then. So finally, what we get. She told me that she was happy with me then. Here I put a notice board of reporting verb. If there is a said to, it will turn to told. If there is said, and it will replace to said, and if there is a said to, it will replace to tell, and if there is says to, it will replace to tell. Let's see some examples of converting assertive sentence and follow them carefully. Direct Reza said to me he is fine. Reza told me that he was fine. Direct Ratul says I obey my parents. Ratul says that he obeys his parents. The tense of the verb doesn't change here. And it is a habit, so the tense of the verb won't change. Direct, the teacher said to the students, the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east is a universal truth. So while converting in indirect, it will the verb of the reporter speech, the tense of the verb in reporter speech will not change. Let's see how to change the interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence is a question that interrogates and always punctuates with a question mark. Here is the example. She said to me, "Are you happy with me now?" In the first step, we should identify some concepts. Here we get she as subject and me as object and say to as verb. Here are is a simple present tense, and you is in the second person and me is in first person. Now, while changing the reporting verb, I take asked. As we don't say any question, we always ask a question. For a question, ask a question. So I take here asked as a reporting verb. I replace the comma and inverted comma with if as a connector. In fourth step, I change the pronoun. You goes with I. You converted to I and me converted to her. As if the a person is second person, if the pronoun is in the second person in the reporter's speech, it takes the object. Here the object is me. Me is in the first person, and here you converted to I. Here me is the first person, and it took if there is a first person in the reporter speech, it will take it will consider the subject of the reporting verb. So me follows the subject here, she. So me converted to her. A change of tense. Here are happy is a simple present tense. It transferred to converted to was happy. Are happy converted to was happy. Change of time words. Here we have a change the time word now. Now here replaced with then. Let's see what we get finally here. She asked me if I was happy with her then. In this notice board, I put here I noticed that there are some questions that starts with auxiliary verbs, and we answer them with yes or no. In that case, we should use if whether as a connector. On the other hand, we have to use WH words as connector for WH question. Example, dear father said to me, when will you return from school? Indirect, father asked me if when I would return from school. Here, this question is a WH question. When we cannot answer a question with yes or no, then that question is a WH question, and we should use the specific WH word of this WH question to here comes the examples of converting interrogative sentence. See, the first one is, she said to me, "Are you reading the book?" Indirect, she asked me if I was reading the book. If I was reading the book, you see, this is a yes no question, and it can be answered with yes or no. So I used here asked as a reporting verb, and if as a connector. The next one is, father said to me, when will you return from school? This is not an yes no question, and it is a WH question. So I use when, the specific WH word from that WH question. In indirect, father asked me when I would return from school. You can use wanted to or no, or inquired of as reporting verb. Father wanted to know when I would return from school. Father inquired of my return from school. Here I am giving you a little bit homework so that you can practice at your home. No more today. We will continue with other types of sentence in another class. I hope you all can convert the direct speech to indirect speech now easily. If you have any question, you can put this in the comment box. It will be my pleasure to answer you. আমার প্রিয় শিক্ষার্থীরা, আমরা আমাদের আজকের ক্লাসটি এখানেই শেষ করতে যাচ্ছি। তো আমি আশা করছি যে তোমরা সবাই বাড়িতে সুস্থ থাকবে। প্লিজ স্টে অ্যাট হোম অ্যান্ড স্টে সেফ। থ্যাঙ্কস টু অল।